Hey everyone, hope you're doing great. So in today's video, I'm gonna cover why offers are killing your business, or specifically the lack thereof. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Rasmus, I'm the owner of Minix, and we help e-commerce brands add an extra 150 to 250K to the monthly revenue by leveraging paid ads and UGC videos on a performance basis. So in today's video, as I said, I wanna break down why you're essentially killing your business by not having an offer or multiple offers. And before you start thinking, oh, here's another guy telling me I need a discount and whatnot, that's just one of the ways to create an offer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover 3 other ways of actually incentivizing your customers to buy. That's not just, giving a straight up discount like everyone else is doing. So we also have lots of clients that don't want to dilute their brand, but it's not an excuse for not having a solid offer in place. But first, we have to kind of zoom out to actually understand why you're operating in a false paradigm by not having an offer in place, because it is killing your business. So the easiest place to look is just to look in B2B, right? It's widely understood. If you're selling B2B services or SaaS for that matter, I think those are kind of like the 2 best places to look. There, it's widely understood that you need a good offer to separate yourself from the rest of the competition and also to attract customers, right? Literally everyone has an offer. So like, as an example, if you're looking for a paid ads agency like us, for example, you're probably even expecting them to have a good offer ready for you. So we have an offer ourselves. So our offer is built around mitigating downside by only charging based on the results we bring. So the offer we build basically means that it's a no-brainer for clients to sign on because they have no expensive retainer to pay every month. So this also means that our clients would actually feel stupid not to buy our services, right? They would feel stupid saying no, which is the same place you want to get to with your business if you're in the D2C space, right? Another easy place to look is Amazon and your own shopping behaviors. So besides the fact that Amazon has made shopping incredibly easy for everyone, you're probably finding yourself looking for discounts when you have to buy something, right? Like, you're not better than the rest of us. I surely also look for discounts on Amazon. So you're not better than the customers waiting for you to implement the discounts so they can also try your products. So hopefully that kind of makes sense now, why having a discount in the first place probably won't dilute your brand as much as you think it will. You've probably searched for a discount as well yourself and purchases, and when you got it, as long as the product quality is good enough, you're probably not even thinking about you got a discount. You're probably thinking, oh wow, this product is great. So offering a discount to first-time buyers is a great way to lower the action threshold and have them try your product. So once they're in, now they're invested, and hopefully your products are good enough to make them want to buy again, right? I've talked about this in a previous video or a few of them. You're not going to get someone to buy again if your product's not good enough. At the end of the day, it comes down to your product. But you also have to realize that you're in competition with 1,000 other businesses. So a good way to think about why you should have an offer to incentivize people to buy. I saw this one video with Gary Vaynerchuk a couple of years ago, and it really stuck with me still to this day. I think it's like 4 years ago. So he was chatting with a guy who made it big in the restaurant industry, and he had this brilliant way of actually doing business. So his whole analogy and why he made it so big was, he said, if you can get someone to come into a restaurant 3 times, there's a 90% chance that they'll become a lifetime customer. That was based on his own data, right? But he knew if he could get someone to come in 3 times, after that 3rd time, there's a 90% chance that they will be a lifetime customer, for the rest of their life. That's pretty strong, right? That's a pretty strong statistic. So he intentionally put systems in place so his waiters would know exactly how many times each customer had been to the restaurant. So first-time customers, they would have a red napkin, and they would get offered free, I'm not sure exactly what they got offered, but essentially they would get offered, let's say, free ribs next time they came in, right? When they then came in to redeem the free ribs, they would then be offered a free bottle of wine on the next visit, because when they came in with the coupon, the waiter would now know, all right, great, that's the second time coming in here, let's give them an amazing experience. And then we know, okay, at the end of the meal, we need to offer them a free bottle of wine. And then once people redeem the free wine, now they knew there would be a 90% chance of they becoming lifelong customers. And that really is an amazing example of using offers in your favor to actually grow your business, right? Because you can, not saying you need, to give a discount or you need to give free whatever, but this analogy, this framework, you can use in your own business to actually track how many times do a person need to come into your store and how many times do you need to buy before they become a lifelong customer, because that's what you're trying to get at. You're not trying to just get one customer and then not having them buy again. You're trying to get a customer and then having them buy 10 times over. That's where you make the money. It's not on the front end, it's on the back end, right? So what things can you implement to your offer? So we can actually break it down into two buckets here. Bucket one is what we would call lower perceived value, and bucket two is what we would call higher perceived value. So the first bucket would include two things: discount for new customers and rewarding customers, customer loyalty by giving a volume discount. So if you're actively hunting for new customers, like I assume you are, I would try and steer away from doing volume discounts because it implies that they want to invest more into your brand than the average person. And someone who doesn't know you would likely not do that, right? Makes sense? So for new customers, just keep it simple and offer them a fixed discount rate, like either percentage or a fixed amount, because it's easy to understand and they can choose their buy-in essentially, like how much do they want to invest in you on their first purchase, can decide that themselves, right? So you can do 10% for new customers, or 10% when you sign up to a newsletter, something like that, or save $50 on your first order, right? So for someone who's already a customer, we should assume that they're loving the product, right? Because you have great product, obviously. So if they love the product, they probably also love your brand. So they're more likely to buy from you now since they know the quality, they know the shipping times, they know customer service, etc., and hopefully, they had a good experience. So we can use that to our advantage, and we can offer these people a volume discount instead of a fixed discount to essentially incentivize a higher AOV and higher LTV, right? So a volume discount could be, buy two, get a 10% discount, buy three, get 20% discount, so kind of like a sliding scale. Or you can do like buy two, get the third one at 50% off, right? That's two different ways of doing a volume discount. So having a high AOV offer in place for existing customers is not only great for increasing the value of the customer over the lifetime, it's also a great way to have them come back quicker and therefore increase your cash flow. Also talked about this in another video, but essentially if you can have an easy offer for them to buy quickly after they made the first purchase, your cash flow is going to be much greater, and you can reduce your time between the first and second purchase from, let's say, 6 weeks to 3 weeks. And that will allow you to generate a ton more cash flow, so you can buy new stock, new inventory, scale your ads quicker. But let's say you're someone who doesn't like doing discounts, right? There are three other things you can implement to increase the perceived value of your product and brand. So this is incredibly powerful because there's literally no limit to how much you can increase the perception of the value the customers are getting, right? So with discounts, you're essentially just trying to sell someone something worth $100 for $80, for example, right? If you're giving a 20% discount, but you can only take it down to essentially zero, right? But now when you're dealing with perceived value, you're trying to sell something for $100, but you're trying to make it look like it's worth 150. So you can make this look like 150, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000, right? A lot of the guys selling courses do this. It's essentially the same thing. So here's what you can do. These are three easy things to implement. So first off, you can add bonuses or you can add gifts. So giving customers a gift when they buy something is the easiest way you can make a direct correlation between the perceived value and also price, because you can attach a price to the gift that they're going to get, right? Also, it invokes reciprocity, which will decrease the customer's action threshold. So, the two next ones, like giving guarantees, for example, it's harder to put an exact number on that, but adding a bonus or adding a gift is quite easy to say, look, you buy for $100, we give you a $20 gift, right? And it might be $20 in retail value, but it might only cost you $4 to actually produce. So you're only paying $4 to have someone buy for $100, right? So that's a great way to do it, and it's easy to understand as well. The second one is give guarantee. So a way to increase perceived value is to increase the likelihood of success. It's one of the four. It's one of the four things in the value equation that Alex Hormozi talks a lot about. So when you give a guarantee, that's the parameter change, the likelihood of success. So if you're in the supplement or skincare industry, for example, you can easily add a guarantee around performance, like get visibly healthier skin in 30 days or get your money back. Same thing with us. We kind of do the same, make money or don't pay us. Essentially, that's the guarantee we have. So if you're in clothing, where it might be a little bit harder to think of a guarantee, here's one you can implement. So you do a guarantee that your product will last X years. So this gives the customer peace of mind about the quality of your product. And also, you just need to implement strict rules around, when does the guarantee apply or not? Because obviously, if you're selling a sweater made of 100% cotton, people can't be putting the sweater in the dryer, right? Because that will trash it. So you just need to implement parameters, but still, it gives customers peace of mind that you're confident about the quality of your product. And there will also be a large portion of these people buying the product because of the guarantee that will never actually invoke the guarantee. They will never actually take you up on it. So it's not something to really worry about. And then lastly, we have scarcity. So the last thing I'm going to give you today is to add scarcity into your marketing. So the smaller the supply, the higher the demand. It could come from doing, limited edition items, having all your items as limited production, or having, a daily cap on how much you can sell. So we actually have one client that sold out every day because they had this policy that they would only sell X amount of each product every day. And if you were late, if you checked in at the end of the day, they would usually sell out around 6 p.m. If you checked in at 7 p.m., you were just too late. You could try again next day. So that is a super good selling point that I actually see no one else doing. Maybe you can copy it and try it out for yourself. But basically, you're just invoking scarcity, and that makes people want to buy more because they, if they want a sweater and they check in and they see, it's sold out, that makes them even more motivated to come in the next day and actually make their purchase. So hopefully this opens your eyes and mind to the world of offers, really. You can't be having an e-commerce store, and if someone tells you, if someone asks you what's your offer, and you just say, we sell clothing for women, that's not an offer. That's what you're selling. It's not your offer. Like you need a clear-cut answer to what is your offer, because if you don't have one, you're going to be left behind. So really running an e-commerce business in 2022 and not having an offer is a fool's game, and it will leave you in the dust. You have to be creative, and you have to give people a reason to buy from you, right? Otherwise, why should they go to you, and why shouldn't they go to your competitor? Having good customer service, 3-day shipping, 2-day shipping, and easy returns, it doesn't make you unique. It makes you just like everyone else. You're not standing out with anything if that's what you're having. Good customer service, it doesn't exist, because you're never going to beat Amazon at good customer service. So if anything, you have subpar customer service. And you can even have the fanciest video ads that'll blow people away, but if your offer sucks, they won't buy. So your offer is the core of your business, which will affect everything else on your front end. Really, you should have the offer as the center point, and then that will direct everything else you do with your marketing, with your email, with your retention, with your organic. Like everything comes from your offer. So you need to get your offer right, and then you will sell like crazy. If you have an irresistible offer, really, you should have an offer that's so good that people will feel dumb saying no to it. That's where you want to go to. So yeah, hope you found some value in this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking for an agency to take your business to the next level on a performance basis with paid advertising, you can reach out to me at rasmus@minix.co or visit our website linked in the description. But yeah, I hope you found some value in this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.